I'm going to show you how to enter in ingredients onto prep sheets in a quick little video. We go into ingredients and we're going to add a new ingredient in here. At the top of the screen there's an option here saying new, and I'm going to add in Odlum's cream flour here. My supplier, so I've clicked on the button under supplier, the field under supplier, and all the suppliers that I have in the system pop up. But if my supplier didn't exist here, and let's just call it new supplier, you just type in the name of your supplier and tab forward. A new supplier is now created. My flour is €3. And my code, so this will be the code that the supplier gives you. So I don't obviously have one. And then the weight here is 2 kg. So we can then get the information from the label to do with nutrient stuff, or if you don't have them, we can look it up in the American database of calories and it'll pull it in from that. Now we can get more specific and actually pull it from the label. So I will show you because I have the label of Odlum's cream flour here in front of me, and this should actually be 381. My fat is 1.4. My saturates are 0.4. My carbohydrates are 81, of which is sugars is 0.6. Protein is 9.1. Salt is 43 milligrams. And fiber is 4. Okay, so that's my info. Allergens then here, we take it off the label again and we have wheat flour. And this is what's really nice with prep sheets, because we've tied my allergen to my ingredient. So wherever I use this ingredient now, I will have this allergen in it. What we also have is the label info. So if you have the labeling module as an extra, we can have Odlum's cream flour here as a label info. You don't really want this as part of your ingredients. What you want as your ingredients to be compliant with food legislation is wheat flour here. Now, if you're in the UK, you can also put in the ingredients of the ingredient. So you type in wheat flour here. Oops, yeah. Wheat flour, raisin agent, calcium phosphate, SODIU, and sodium carbonates, and DIPHOS, PHATES, and sodium diphosphates. And I should have put in commas. I wasn't thinking, so we'll put in this here. Okay, so this now is the ingredients of the ingredient, and this will make sense in a couple of minutes. And that's my Odlum's cream flour created. I can also create a tag. We've done this before, and you basically can put it into dry goods. You can type one on the fly, ambient, and create ambient is there, and now I have ambient set up. So I've got my 2 tags. You can do whatever you like in tags. Create new. And my product is now here. So let's have a look at what happens when I put it into a recipe. So we will go to my coffee and walnut cake, because we always go in there. And we can see that we have plain flour in my coffee and walnut cake. So I'm going to go into this plain flour and I'm going to do a double show on this little video. So I'm going to replace this cream flour now in my walnut cake, and it's also in my lemon drizzle cake, with my new Odlum's cream flour. So I hit replace ingredient. I look up my Odlum's. There it is. And what will happen is my cakes disappear from the plain flour ingredient, and we go back to my recipes. We go back into my walnut cake and we can see that we have Odlum's cream flour. Now what we can also see is that there's wheat gluten in this cake, and if I touch my wheat gluten, it's telling me that my wheat gluten is coming from my Odlum's cream flour. So again, if you needed to move an allergen out of a recipe, you can track it back by the allergens that are within that recipe. Now, going back to the label, we want a label for this, and we want our ingredient label, and we create, and as you will see, let's make sure. In my ingredient label here, I have got my walnuts. So all my allergens are in bold. You can see my wheat is in bold, and you can see the ingredients of my ingredient are in there, my raisin agents that I typed in. And we have the milk there from the butter and the eggs. So I'll go back into my recipe, back to my ingredients, and I'll just quickly pull it back up again. So you can see all the information around that. What you can see here is that it's a custom ingredient. So there's another way to add an ingredient into your database, and this is to pull it in from what we call our managed database. So say you started to deal with, we're going to look it up, we start to deal with Henderson's, and I'm going to go into the Henderson's file here, and we're looking for their cranberries, and I just hit the add button. And now the Henderson product is in my ingredients database, but it's gone in at a 0 price because prep sheets don't know how much you pay for it. So if we remember that code there, 677322, and we go back into our ingredients, 6773, there we go, Henderson's. All I need to do here is put in my price of, say, I would say €7. Okay, so about 11.67 a kilo is probably a bit cheap. Oh, that's 6 kg, €70. Okay, and that's basically, you can see it says managed by prep sheets. So if you see something wrong with one of these products, then you need to just drop us an email at info@prepsheets.com and we will correct it for you. So you can see with the Hendersons, because they're really informative, they've given us the label info. And again, you can edit this. So you don't want your customers to see that. You just want them to see dried sweetened cranberries. Or you might just want them to have dried cranberries. It's up to you. You can call it whatever you like. And that's basically how to put in ingredients into prep sheets. Thanks for your time. As always, please contact us if you have any questions.